this is Nikki and I'm here with a WhatsApp conversation with the divine counterparts. And so the questions that I've asked today are, what do they want me to know today? And it is soul mending. And what is stopping them from contacting me? And it is number 2 or 29, which is 11, which is breathe. And do they want me to contact them? And it is imagine, which is number 2, which is union. And then do they want me to focus, what do they want me to focus on for us at the moment or today? And it is time for a nap. And if you look on that card, there is a little fox. And so I have been saying about using the power of the fox, to invoke the power of the fox to help them come home. And to do that, you just say, please, the medicine of the fox, please be with me and my twin to help us come into our reunion. And then the power of the fox, what the fox does, it's very cunning. It will always be able to get home. And so using the power of the fox will allow you and enable you to make your way home together. So the next one is, what does the universe want me to know? And it is about to be fair and balance, which is also number 11. And what I hadn't noticed was I've put them number 11 and 11 right above each other. So that's what the universe wants you to know. It's the 11-11 right there. What does the universe want me to know about our reunion? And know to go within, because it is on a soul knowing. It is a deep knowing within your soul. And you have, and look at this, it's also, note that it's got the 2 moons. Again, it's the only card with 2 moons on it, and we've just gone through the eclipses. It's also number 7. So your soul path. So what's interesting is, right, the first question is a 7 around your soul. The last question from the universe is also a 7, which is around your soul. So in this, we have 2 7s, which is your soul path. We have 2 11s, which is, I don't need to say what 11-11 is. We have 2, which is union, and we have 6, which is love path. So I'm going to go through. So what does, and I just need to say about this. Yesterday, I said the healings that I did for people, I saw them on a helter-skelter. And the helter-skelter was very much symbolizing the tower energies, what we're going through at the moment. But they were helping each other down the helter-skelter. Now, I did a healing for a lady. She emailed me back, and it turns out she lives right where my twin lives. And she said that she came out of her front door and there is a huge helter-skelter. She said that she's never seen one so big on the other side of the river. And so, and I was like, oh, that's my dog. And I was like, that's exactly where you live, almost exactly where my twin lives. So again, really nice confirmation to say that yesterday all about the healing is that basically they were up on the top of the helter-skelter together. Sorry, 1 second. They were up on the helter-skelter together, and basically it was him who pushed her off the top first. So by doing that with his energy, he was basically shoving her to help her to take the leap of faith. So again, just remember that this is an energetic game that you are helping each other through. Now, what do they want you to know today? And it is number 52, which is the mending card. Now, it's also the last card in the deck. And it's number 7. If you look at this, they're both building. They've got angel wings on, and they're building a bunting flag together. Right? They each have an end each. So it is forgiveness, making amends, and healing. So this is the message, which again, so perfect, because you've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you're to move forward. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of a hurt that is impacting everything you do, even if you're not aware of it. The energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and an honest redress. So I've been saying the same thing for the last few days. Is ask yourself, what would love do in this situation? Meditate on it and then write whatever comes. And that will be your guidance telling you what to do for your union. and what your twin soul wants you to do. The next one, what's stopping them from contacting me? And it is because they are taking a time to breathe. This is number 29, which is 11. So it's a time to go within and a time to basically allow the energies to sink through, because, you know, it's a turbulent time at the moment for all of us. So you're experiencing it. So of course your twin is too, because it is about, it says, don't be in too much of a hurry right now. The heart needs time to open. Take a breath and let nature take its course. Release constriction and anxiety, for there is no need for tension. Savor the moment, and the waiting won't prove difficult. Your heart knows what the ego often resists learning. Patience pays off in deep and meaningful ways. Now, why I really like this is because I've been feeling in my heart this deep sense of longing, and that's what I've been seeing in the healings as well, is there's this sense of regret and longing and kind of, you know, really wanting to come back. And so this makes perfect sense about, why it's difficult for them at the moment, and why it's difficult for all of us, because there is this sense of forgiving everything from the past and forgiving the fact that they're not in contact with us now, and understanding and being compassionate about the fact it's because they need time to breathe, basically, because the ascension process is really difficult. It's not an easy thing. And if they're waking up to their ascension process, then they have to do that within their own time. Because do they want me to contact them? And this is about imagine. And if you look at this, she also has the person has a little flag to the moon, a little lifeline to the moon, basically. And so this is really, again, following your intuition, because the moon is things that you can't see, right? And so you have to follow your own intuition always. So in matters of the heart, it's easy to daydream about another as a means of connecting to that person. Whilst that's romantic, if you want this relationship to be real, you need to go for it and not just dream about it. Now is the time to move beyond the daydream and into reality, beyond illusion and into fruition. Relationships are about relating, so step out onto the dance floor where imagination partners with manifestation. The message of this card is that a person with attributes you have imagined will enter your life. You'll be changed for the better. Imagine that. So this is definitely for me, again, about, really going within, trusting your own intuition and following what your own inner guidance tells you, right? So if you are guided to reach out and contact, then do it. Because if you're doing it out of your love and out of your heart and out of following intuition, that's because your twin soul wants that to happen as well. So, and then trust. If he doesn't respond, then that's fine. It wasn't meant to, you don't have to receive a response. It's just that connection will have been made. So what do they want me to focus on for us? And this is time for a nap. It's also number 6, but it has the fox on it. So like I said before, invoke the power of the fox to help each of you, maneuver through situations that are sticky at the moment. So when it comes to matters of the heart, don't make any plans right now. It's good to take this time out to get to know yourself. This is going to be an uneventful moment in time, so don't force anything now. Allow things to flow naturally, and a beautiful renewal will take place all by itself. Patience is the key to your heart's desire right now. Withdraw from action in your relationship and give it a rest so that your love and connection can become rejuvenated. So it's about going within, taking time out, knowing that this is at the moment, it's about forgiveness and mending. And trusting, because what does the universe want you to know? It's about balance. It's about fairness. It's about number 11 as well. It's about knowing that this whole journey is all about creating balance in the universe. And so therefore, it's not an easy task, because it is all about balance, justice, and a need to consider other people's options. So with that saying, it's a need to understand that they're going through their own process, right, as well. They're finding the balance within themselves. Because when you go through this process, you do feel completely out of balance and puts you off sync. So that's why it's really important that we do, we understand where they are in this process. So now is the time, so can you find a way to achieve fairness right now? This is what the universe wants you to know. So this is a time for listening as well as speaking, for understanding as well as asking to be understood. There is much to be learned, and you will learn it if you remain open and objective, weighing options and considering all sides. Your heart wants to connect to others, so allow for a balanced exchange of ideas and actions. The best kind of relationship is one in which there is mutual benefit and each party feels heard, valued and respected. So be fair to all. So, I think this is just a call out from the universe to say, remember that you're balancing the energies of the whole planet, right? So, these times are going to be difficult because you've taken on that task for everyone. And so therefore, just remember that when you're thinking about your twin, remember that you're actually doing it together as a team. And whatever is happening at the moment is meant to be happening. So it's about having compassion and forgiveness. And trust, basically. So the next one is, what does the universe want me to know about our reunion? And this is that you should have a deep knowing within your soul. It's also got, if you notice between the two moons, we've just had the eclipse, but it's also got an owl. And the owl is for wisdom. So use your inner wisdom to help guide you. So the message is, when you're confident and happy in your I'm sorry, it's not that one, it's 43, which is 7, and so there are occasions when you just know deep in your heart and soul that a person is going to play a meaningful role in your life. Someone crosses your path and suddenly, out of the blue, you're connected at a level impossible to describe. That feeling marks a moment in time etched indelibly onto your soul. Someone has entered your life who will be instrumental in your journey, so pay attention. Two hearts are calling to each other to begin an alchemical process. This is also a sign that your intuition about the person you care about is correct. Trust your heart to lead you now, because magic is about to happen. Aww. Well, there you go. And I was getting the song yesterday, and a song what came through as well was Wild Horses by Rolling Stones. And I'm getting the message, remember that wild horses would not drag me from you. And then this morning I got confirmation because somebody had sent me a video about what was it? It was a horse thing. It was basically herding a bunch of wild horses. So I was like, so it was a video from Man from Snowy River, which had 555, which is all about intense change. It had 11 on it. It had 27 on it. It had 22 on it. So it had all of the numbers all over it. So remember, wild horses will not drag them from you. Believe that deep in your heart, this is a relationship that is needed because your souls have put in a contract together to raise the planet.